lot of you in the streamer sphere might have caught a glimpse of educational EUS streamer Alois embarking on his latest challenge that involves one-tricking Mundo, his second most played after Riven to rank 1. Now Alois has played Mundo for quite a while.
Amazing matchup.
The first time most saw his Mundo gameplay shine to prominence was in his recent career trips, achieving an almost 60% win rate with 9.1 CS average and green KDA in Korean Challenger against the best on the server and even LCK professionals.
I'm 1v5. Ismael Yui. I did auto eat Identicator on 5, by the way. I was 1v5 there and then my rel did the same combo too. But I did auto eat Identicator on 5 there, by the way. That was insane satisfaction.
But this week, his Mundo sparked a point of debate in the community. So much so, it made the front page of ADC mains with over 900 upvotes, the most upvoted post the sub has had this month. But before we go over what it was exactly that caused this stir, a quick word from this video's sponsor, OperaGX. I'd like to introduce you to OperaGX, who has just started their official partnership with Riot Games to become the ultimate web browser for League enjoyers. Their first League integrated feature is the Riot Corner, which allows you to keep up with all things LoL esports related in a way never done before on a browser. Along with a seamless viewing experience, the latest news, and full schedules, there will also be OperaGX specific drops that will be continuous with each Riot event. So stay tuned because there'll always be something new to win. But the Leagueification doesn't end there. Within OperaGX are official League of Legends mods, such as this Lee Sin or Renekton one,
Bombardiro Crocodilo,
that give you custom background music, keyboard sounds, dedicated wallpapers, and themes. Once you've installed one of these, the Riot Corner will become a feature for your OperaGX automatically. And if you were like me and were hesitant to swap web browsers, OperaGX thought of that too with their quick import tool, allowing you to sync all of your settings from your previous browser. To get started with OperaGX, there'll be a link for you in the description, because believe me, you're going to want to give it a try. And a massive thanks to OperaGX for sponsoring this video. So as I mentioned, a specific clip of Alois on his Mundo kicked all of this off. I'm sure you've probably already seen it because it's basically viral, but for those that haven't, prepared to be enlightened or horrified.
I need 1 million anyways. That's enough. I think he understands that that's enough. And now I'm dead. Now I feel better. No! I just took this guy out of...
Mundo does indeed go where he pleases, evidently. So obviously, this clip is a blatant hate crime to ADC and range champions, a lot of which comprise a big part of the community. So of course, there was going to be some balancing issues called into question. While yes, he's obviously diving enemy champions despite the laser of death raining down on him and then surviving, he also ended the game with 10.7 CS per minute, and taking side lane towers had the second most gold in the game. And yes, while it technically isn't a one-shot like the ADC mains post says it is,
I want her!
I don't really know if a tank outputting this kind of damage while under fire from the fountain is really aligned with what that class is supposed to do. But here's the crazy part. Despite him literally being at the enemy nexus in this clip, he ultimately lost, unable to overcome his bot lane's deficit. Just top lane things. A lot of people said fountain diving shouldn't even be in the game at all, most joking that Akshan should have just played safe. But circumstantially, if a fed Mundo can't do this, then what can he really do? He has one of the weakest laning phases in the game for a top laner, and when you combine that with the lane knowledge and skill of someone like Alois, allowing him to scale, who can avoid putting himself in bad situations where he can't access gold or experience, getting leads like the one in this clip is bound to happen. Alois's Mundo only account is currently at 427 LP with a 65% win rate, and if you want to watch his climb, you can find the link to his stream in the description below, of course. But I also want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below, and while you're going to leave a comment, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel out, and I super appreciate it. But that's not the only weird ADC thing that's happened this week. Recently, renowned jungle player Dantes has started a challenge to prove just how easy ADC is. but with a twist, saying all ADC players don't know how to build, and often he opts for bruiserish ADC kinda off-tank builds.
ADC players are, bar none, the biggest group of crybaby zero innovators on the planet. You wanna know what the truth about you f***ing ADC players is? You guys don't innovate until some guy with a Korean name does it for you.
This obviously has ruffled some feathers, with notable ADC mains like Reptile memeing him on Twitter, but it still hasn't stopped him from getting clips like this. 2 days ago, Dantes reached Diamond with an almost 60% win rate, but at the time of posting, he has since fallen to the bottom of Emerald 1. And yes, while this isn't the craziest climb we've ever seen, he's still just learning the role and its champion pool, to be fair. The rank he has achieved is still better than most of the player base despite his off-meta building. On the flip side of Dantes' sentiment of ADC being an easy role though was Drutut, who is currently doing his fill to challenger climb. While he is already a 5-role challenger, doing a fill only challenge is another beast, having to adapt and change playstyles and champion pools every single game. But that hasn't stopped him from achieving respectable win rates across all roles, with an almost 65% win rate on that account at just under 1000 LP, except for the easiest one of them all, ADC, being his only negative win rate.
We lost now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We lost 9 AD carry games in a row, by the way. I just wanna let you guys know. We lost 9 games in a row. I don't know what kind of agent there is on my stream, but this is just not real. Considering more than half of them I was playing super well. Like, out of those 9 games, 7 of them I played super well.
A lot of debate and discussion around the ADC role at the moment, and as a top laner, I've kind of just learned to ignore the bottom side of the map so I don't get tilted. Like, sometimes I'll press tab and just look at the score, and I'm shocked my entire team is behind 15 kills. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down below, and I'll see you in another League News video very, very soon. Bye!